Hello, my name is Mr. Dog, and today we're going to be looking at the Turbo Zacian deck in Expanded. Our main attack is going to be Zacian V, has the Brave Blade attack, does 230 damage. We're also going to be using Mew, lets us copy any of our basic Pokemon's attacks that are on the bench. This allows us to hit for Psychic weakness. We also have Marshadow-GX, also lets us copy basic Pokemon's attacks, but this time in the discard pile, lets us hit for Fighting weakness. We have Clefairy for its Metronome attack, lets us copy one of our opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. This is really useful for knocking out ADP in one hit because it's weak to Fairy type. And finally we have Dialga-GX for its Timeless GX attack. Lets us take another turn after this one. So this is what we're going to be using to knock out high HP Pokemon that we can't hit for weakness, because we do 150 damage with a Timeless GX attack, and then we can use Brave Blade to do 230 damage. So we're effectively doing 380 damage without our opponent taking a turn in between, which is enough to knock out every VMAX in the game. We use Max Elixir and Metal Saucer to accelerate energies to the bench, and you might think that's a little bit awkward only accelerating to the bench, but we do have Bronzong, which lets us move energies from one Pokemon to another Pokemon. And this is actually really good for being efficient with energy, because we can move energy away from a Pokemon that's about to be knocked out onto a Pokemon with full HP. Okay, so I'm going to keep introduction short and sweet. Let's get on to some gameplay. Okay, we're playing against Coalossal. This is actually going to be quite difficult to knock out. You might have to use Dialga. We are starting with that. So let's attach Float or discard an energy of Zacian. Can we hit the Max Elixir? Nice. It'd be nice if we get the knockout on this Slugma. Get a Bronzor just to fill out our deck. So we have a better chance of hitting an energy off this Max Elixir. Oh, that's a shame. It's okay, we can still draw with the Crobat. I do want to use my abilities whilst I can, because this deck usually does play past the peak, which can be quite annoying. So we'll retreat and go for a Brave Blade. We could also just Intrepid Sword because our hand is kind of dead, but I don't want to set up their Mag Cargo because that will allow them to get any cards they want pretty much on top of their deck, which is not really what we want. The Trainers Mail could be good, we can get another supporter off that. They're playing Crushing Hammers though, it shouldn't be too big of a deal because we can get them back with Metal Saucer. Have they just got all the Crushing Hammers in their hand? Almost all of them. They get rid of 2 Max Potions though, which is good. There's the Oranguru, they can get an energy on top of their deck now, so they can do more damage. Let's see what we get off Trainers Mail first. I think we'll take the Quick Ball so we can draw with Dedenne. And we'll double Metal Saucer. And attach. And we'll discard the energy. Grab a Dedenne. So we can't even get the one hit now with the Dialga, which is kind of bad because of the stone energy and the buff padding. Attach this to here. We'll set up another Zacian. Discard these two, could use the Guzma next turn. So we'll move this. Into here, then move this onto here, then we'll Brave Blades. I kind of wish I played more Sky Fields in this deck, just because our bench gets quite full like so often. Oh wow, they play healing as well, that's really annoying. So now we can't even 2-hit this. I think we can still Dialga and hit it with a Brave Blade, that could work as well. Research, I think that's our best option. Okay, so we get the Float Stone, we can get another attack off. I think we get a knockout. I think we'll go with Dialga-GX, Timeless. So we'll move all the energy onto Dialga. It's fine for now. Then we'll retreat. Okay, they know what's going to happen. We're just going to get a knockout on their Coalossal. And they didn't have another Coalossal V set up. So we're probably going to win that game. Okay, we're going first against ADP Dragonite. So we got Trainers Mail first. It's a shame we didn't mention ADP because we could have knocked that out with our Clefairy. I think we'll grab the Float Stone. Let's see if we land the Max Elixir, that'll be nice if we do. Oh, that's a shame. I seem to be whiffing them quite a bit. So let's go with Dedenne. Really want to get a knockout on this 2 prizes this turn. I don't really like drawing into all these Metal Saucers, to be honest. So let's discard one of them. And we'll grab Crobat. We can use a Metal Saucer. Let's try using Max Elixir. Can we please land it this time? Thank you. Now we just need to attach for our turn to get an attack off. It shouldn't be too hard, we can Crobat for 5. Okay, nice. I think I might also research because I want to set up a Bronzor, so I can get a Bronzong. Okay, but sadly we whiffed, which is unfortunate. So I could potentially just go and knock out 2 prizes to win the game. And they haven't been able to ADP Altered Creation yet, so they are a little bit behind. We could get item locked, which would be kind of annoying. Probably should have placed this Float Stone. But we can Dedenne try and find a Guzma to reset our Zacian. Okay, so there's the Altered Creation. I think we're going to try and go for a Guzma play this turn. Knock out one of our 2 prizes. Grab a Bronzor. Place the Sky Field. Bench this. Attach for our turn. Float Stone. And we'll Field Blower their tool cards. Might prevent them from using this as a pivot, potentially. Then we'll Dedenne. I think we'll attack their Dragonite, because that will stop them using that as an attacker. And I might, in case they item lock me, I might just get a Guzma in my hand with the Computer Search. This way we can force them to N. So Brave Blade. So they need to either find an N or set up another Dragonite to knock out my Zacian. They send Crobat, so they might be going for a Guzma play this turn, unless they have a Float Stone in their hand. They might be going for an item lock, but it isn't going to matter if they do that. Okay. So we just win then, because we can just knock out their Crobat. Obviously they don't know that we grabbed a Guzma, because we don't reveal our card when we use the Computer Search. So we'll promote this. Then we'll Guzma this. To take our final 2 prize cards. GG's. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This deck is actually really strong. It's very aggressive, can get set up really quickly. The only issue I have with it is that it's very vulnerable to ability lock, like with Garbodor. and also Path to the Peak Silent Lab, because it shuts off our Dedennes and Crobats, which we're kind of reliant on for drawing cards, getting through our deck and setting up. But other than that, it should have a good matchup against a lot of decks. So what do you guys think of this deck? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye!